Know which way to go before it's too late. Too late for what? Too late to realize you've spent years overthinking yourself out of manifesting the reality you want to experience. See, the thing is we're born with an internal guidance system designed to tell you if you're moving towards your desired reality or away from it. The problem is most people trust overthinking more than intuition. So today, let's talk about how to recognize the difference and how to stop talking yourself out of your desired reality. Intuition. What is it good for? Well, it might be helpful if we start out by truly understanding it beyond the description of its a gentle whisper. So, here you and I are living human beings. We got organs, muscles, a heartbeat, all of these systems working together for the functioning of our being alive. Each organ of vital necessity to keep us functioning and alive, except for the appendix. For some reason, we can live without that one. Well, we're also all born with an intuition. And I don't think it's like the appendix. In fact, doesn't it seem like intuition is of vital necessity to navigating our experiences, to making decisions, and ultimately our manifestations? It's our direct access to spirit, our soul, to God, to source. In the same way that our heart beats to keep us aligned with life, our intuition comes into play to keep us aligned with the greater part of who we are. See, your assumptions determine the destination, and intuition can help you take the easy short route there. Whereas overthinking, as you know, often takes you the hard way. Intuition is not some woo-woo spiritual concept. It is part of your natural design as a living, breathing human being. But maybe, like my sluggish metabolism, you might feel like your intuition isn't fully functioning. Or maybe it's functioning just fine. It's just that overthinking has gotten so habitual that you no longer trust the signals your intuition is sending you. See, the problem might not be that you're bad at manifesting or that you're not meant for the life you desire. It could simply be that most struggling manifestors, you have not given yourself full permission to listen to your intuition and instead, unconsciously, allow overthinking to override it. Number one, intuition is receiving mode. Most people approach manifestation like it's their job to change reality. But manifestation is not about controlling reality. It's about receiving what is an attraction to us. It's law of attraction, not law of creation. Allowing your intuition to guide you is an acknowledgement that you are already holding the wavelength, the vibration of the reality you desire. Because following your intuition requires the assumption that this intuition, these nudges, these feelings, these ideas that are appearing within you are not random. They are of the vibration of the reality you are aligned with, that you want to experience. Responding to your intuition is how you prove you believe in the reality you are claiming. This is how you show commitment to it. And honestly, at the beginning, it's not going to be some world-shattering idea or impulse. For a while, it may feel like, is this what intuition really is? Because it doesn't seem to be moving and shaking things along here. What intuition does, for the most part, is helps tune you in to being the living, breathing beingness of the person for whom your desired manifestations are natural. So let's get granular and look at what this really means. So let's say struggling manifestor Sally is trying to manifest more freedom in her life. And so she visualizes and scripts and affirms, I am the type of person who comes and goes as I please. I do what I want when I want. Okay, so she's doing the process And then one morning on her way to work, she thinks, I'm going to stop at this coffee shop and get a coffee. But immediately her mind jumps to, that'll make me late for work. The parking's always terrible. $7 for a coffee. I can get it for free at work. And so she keeps driving and goes to work. There it is. Intuition missed. She just thought her way out of taking an intuitive impulse. Now, this is not to say that had she stopped at the coffee shop, she would have run into somebody who gave her free tickets to travel around the world. But what every intuitive impulse is your soul giving you the opportunity to begin expressing the feelings of your desires. So instead, let's say Sally felt like going to the coffee shop and pulled over and got a coffee. And while she was waiting, she sat outside in the sun for a few minutes. And when she got her coffee, she walked outside and pet somebody's dog, then walked to the car, felt the lovely breeze on her face. And as she felt that breeze on her face, and this moment to herself in the morning before work, she realized, there it is. Here I am, taking time for myself, getting coffee because I just felt like it. Yeah, that's what freedom feels like. And so now, that small coffee shop moment is a strong vibrational alignment moment. It is a little manifestation, a little momentum building, a subconscious strengthening. Okay, but hear this next part, because everyone loves to talk about all of that wonderful intuitive hit moments. Nobody talks about the other side. And as the late, great Jim Rohn said, what is easy to do is also easy not to do. Following your intuition goes far beyond just following an impulse and listening to a nudge. It is about having the energy available to actually follow through on it. Because while following our intuition sounds so effortless and easy and like this built-in cheat sheet, we do have to have the energy to actually follow through on it. Because I'll tell you, following your intuition requires effort. It's work. It's a thing that we are doing to receive this new reality. It requires participation because it's so easy to talk ourselves out of these little intuitive hits. Deviating from the current flow of momentum is what stops most people from ever manifesting the reality they want to experience. But luckily, there is an easy way to make sure you have the energy to follow these extra steps. It's just that doing this is easy to do and just as easy not to do. Aligned effort is much easier for people who have established an energetic baseline of familiarity to the life they are changing to. Here's what I mean. In the course of your normal manifestation practice, you've probably scripted or visualized, vision board, journaled about the reality you're living in the end, your assumption, your moment, your manifestation. Well, now begin to think of ways that you can start saying yes to this energy. What are ways in which you can either demonstrate, act, practice, follow through on, or script more scenes, do some small gesture, act in your mind, ways in which you can develop the energy that corresponds with your end manifestation. It's like a musician. When I hear a chorus of a song, all I hear is beats and melody. But a musician can hear all the individual notes. They know a G from a C chord. And they hear that because they've practiced music a lot. I don't hear it because I am not a musician. I do not practice or immerse myself in that language. Do you see what I'm saying? The more you practice and immerse yourself in the energy, the more your intuition becomes saturated with that vibration. the easier it is for you to hear and know this is my intuition directing me. Oh, I can tell. This feels in alignment. And then the easier it is to follow through on it because you're bringing more vibrational awareness to those intuitive hit moments so that they are louder. Familiarize yourself with being the person who has this vibration and increase the probability that you will listen and know an intuitive hit when you get one. Because that's kind of always the question, right? Is this intuition or am I just thinking it's a good idea? And I've actually got a great way for you to know the difference. So, how do you know if it's intuition or just overthinking and anxiety talking? Well, I want you to imagine two mothers. Think about a calm, patient mom teaching her child as they grow. She knows she is a guide. She helps the child to learn and figure out. She allows situations to be opportunities for the child to grow and answer on their own. There to help guide, comfort, but knowing that it is not her role to do the work for them. Now compare that to an overbearing mother. She, rather than guiding, gives the answers. She is focused on the external stimulus, the problems, coming up with solutions, not nurturing and guiding so that this person can decide for themselves in their own life. You see what I'm saying? Because this is exactly the difference between intuition and overthinking. Intuition guides you into expansion, and it is based on your internal vibrational energy. Overthinking reacts to external situations. Overthinking is looking for relief from this, to solve this. Intuition is finding alignment internally. So, look, your intuition is not meant to unlock pennies from heaven. It's there as your internal guidance system. It helps align you with pennies from heaven. And the more willing you are to trust in your intuition and follow through on it, the easier it becomes to recognize that the path you are on ends at your desired manifestation. I hope that this video was helpful to you. Thank you for watching. I love hearing any comments you ever have, and I look forward to bringing you more videos.